Good evening, everyone. An absolutely wonderful crowd here tonight. I'm Finny D and I'll be your host tonight. Let's waste no time at all. It's a tale as old as time. You know what they say. Pack your shit if the dick don't fit. Our boy Barry here knows the struggle all too well. Give it up for the man Durex made the 3XL for, Barry Bazzasu!
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you, mate? My name's Barry and I'm here to bring you a song about the blues. I got the blues. Girlfriend up and left me because my cock is too big. My girlfriend up and left me because my cock is too big. Said her mum has big tits and I'm a master at finding the cliff. Relationship was stable. Yeah, it was stable. Even though I said I'd fuck her sister over the dining room table, the relationship was stable. Yeah, fucking was, you fucking dog cunt. Yeah, she up and left me, cause my cock was too big. Oh, she left me because my cock was so damn fucking big. No girl has been able to take this cock since I was a young man.
Barry Bazzasu, everyone. Absolutely stellar performance tonight. Howdy, partners. What it be, what it do. Finny D coming live to you. Nah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Did you enjoy that, though? Was that good? Was that something that you're into? Because if it is, I'll write some funny music. I mean, I got a couple of funny tracks, but I don't really have anything solid. So if I get good feedback on the comedic intros, comedic-esque, I guess, intros, then I'll start making a habit out of it, but not so much of a habit that it becomes overbearing. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know yet. We'll work that out in the sec. But that was Barry. That was Barry Bazzasu. And if you didn't hear, he's got a really big cock. So if there's any girls out there with a wide, hollow, cavernous pussy, send our boy Barry Bazzasu a message and he should be able to fill that void. Listening to Finny D Radio. Let's I want to give a special thanks to Ubisoft for taking it upon themselves to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows, because they are copping that much flack from this game. I almost thought they were going to pull out on releasing it. It's been an absolute fucking PR disaster for them. They've ripped off artwork. They've put the wrong symbols in areas, and it's almost like they haven't had any Japanese people on the development cycle or team, of the game. It's falling apart, and it hasn't even fucking come out yet. Now, I'm one of the people that consider the last trilogy, so Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, they were honestly my favorite Assassin's Creed games of all time. Now, I enjoy the original games. I was an original fan to start with, Altair and Ezio. I stopped at Konoken. Actually, I did play a bit of Black Flag. I didn't finish it, but I thoroughly enjoyed
all of the prior Assassin's Creeds, but when Origins dropped and it gave you the level of freedom that I'd never ever seen in an Assassin's Creed game to that date, it blew my mind. Not only is Egypt one of the best and coolest settings for an Assassin's Creed game to take place, just surrounding the air of mystery that place has, it is just absolutely perfect to put an Assassin's Creed game smack bang in the middle of it, and then do all of their issue stuff. They have their Apple of Eden, the Staff of Trismegistus. They have a bunch of different mysteries that you can go and unlock and sort of explore for yourself. Completely optional, by the way, but I highly recommend that you do it. It's like the coolest parts of Assassin's Creed is finding the previous civilizations' relics left behind. So damn cool. So when I saw all of this controversy surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows, I immediately thought, all right, well, if they're going to do a slightly historically accurate version of Assassin's Creed, maybe they're going to scrub the issue and the Apple of Eden and just the sort of biblical mysteries are going to be gone for this one. Well, that's what I was assuming anyway. And then it turns out that they've made Yasuke gay. They have made Yasuke... they've depicted Yasuke in this game as just being nothing like the apparent, because I guess none of us really know. So, you know what? They do a better Yasuke than I do, because I haven't got one. So I'm going to base my interpretation of Yasuke off the Ubisoft's upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows. So if he sucks and I hate him, hey man, blame Ubisoft, all right? Because they did really well with their prior Assassins. I didn't know why they had to go and make a real one, because now it's pissing off a lot of Japanese people. You know, why don't they make Assassin's Creed Australia? That'd be hilarious. Just an Aussie assassin, the Outback Assassin. That'd be cool. No, not really. That would be fucking terrible. Where would make a good Assassin's Creed game apart from Japan? We've been all over the world now. We've been to Rome. We've been to everywhere else. Where is an interesting location? Look, when they brought out Mirage, I thought Mirage was going to be a lot bigger than it was. When I brought up the map in Mirage, I was like, excuse me? Like, I was offended by it, because the last games have been absolutely massive, almost to the point of you just putting down a controller, like, I'm spent, I need to do something else with my life. Valhalla was so bloated. I 100%ed Odyssey, and when Valhalla came out, and it doesn't have as big a map as Odyssey, but it has more to do, I was like, God damn, I love these games, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've got the energy to put into one game. There's so many good games coming out at so many different points of the year. You've really got to dedicate hundreds and hundreds of hours. And I kept encountering a minigame in Valhalla that just rubbed me the wrong way every time I played it. But there was a specific challenge in one of them that the physics of the game were not designed for the minigame. It would have been a fun minigame if the physics were right, but it was a rock stacking game. There are certain peaks around the map, and it's a little minigame where you've got to stack rocks on top of each other. Sounds simple enough, right? Okay. The first one is 2 rocks. Second one, 3. Vice versa. The last one is 7 rocks. They don't give you any sort of guidance, or they don't push you in the right direction. They just give you 7 rocks, and you got to stack them to a certain line. And the rocks, you'll get to the last rock, and it will just fall for no reason. The physics sucked. That did my fucking head in. There were a couple of missions in Valhalla that didn't like activate when I got near them. there was a really low poly NPC that I had to talk to, but he was only half spawned in, and that stuck around even after turning my Xbox off, restarting the entire game. Just a low poly NPC that you have to interact with him. He is the guy that begins the next mission, but he's fucking fucked. His face looks like a PlayStation 1 character. He looks like fucking Lara Croft from Tomb Raider 1. Anyway, they look, credit where credit's due. Ubisoft, they did really well with those 3 Assassin's Creed games. I give them a lot of praise for that. But then what I don't give them praise for is reverting back to basics for Mirage. You could have... I was riding around... Before I went into the Ring City in Mirage, I was sort of checking out the outskirts of the city. There's a big old structure in the distance, and everything just looks so cool. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is so damn cool. I can't wait to explore this map. I brought the map up. I was left speechless. It is a bee's dick. It is so tiny. And the Round City, you'll do everything in the Round City in a really short amount of time. It's a small game. And their motto, or their thing was like, oh, but we're going back to basics. This game is for the original fans of Assassin's Creed. They're all gone. I don't know what Ubisoft is doing by trying to get back the original Assassin's Creed fans. They've been gone for fucking 15 years. No, they're gone. There's only us left now. We're the new school Assassin's Creed fans, and they fucked up by going backwards because they fucked us over, the fans of the open world trilogies, and they fucked the old school fans over too because they didn't come and play. They didn't buy the game. They were off doing other shit, playing better games. Can you blame them? Ubisoft now has got a really fucking average track record. X-Defiant was pretty good. I played X-Defiant for a while. I actually was going to dedicate a bit of money for the season pass, and I was going to stick it out, and then I just got bored. I burnt out. I played it for a couple of days straight, and I really enjoyed the game loop. It was fun. It was rewarding. At certain points, when you have a double XP token, it's rewarding. Otherwise, the game comes to an utter standstill, and you feel like you're getting absolutely fucking nowhere if you don't have the double XP tokens. Thankfully, they are plentiful, and they do come quite often. So, X-Defiant was not bad. I played the assault class a little bit. I played the heavy gunner, or like the light machine gun class a little bit. I didn't enjoy the sniper, even though the sniping is just, it's like old Call of Duty, dude. It's just straight bullshit. You just shoot in the general direction of somebody's head and you'll get a headshot. It was just plagued with a few issues that needed to be ironed out, but they almost felt like they were baked in issues and not something that, it was something that was affecting the game during its development. So to release it with the bugs that it had on launch was sort of inexcusable. It's like, it's a free-to-play game, understood. But if you're going for a new IP and you're trying to kill COD or at least rival them, or, you're trying to take a piece of COD's pie, we all know what you're trying to do. It plays like Black Ops 2. It plays like an older Call of Duty. We're not fucking dumb. So if they're going to do that, they got to do it right. And they didn't. They just don't. Like, I used to love Ubisoft, man. I really did. I stuck it out with Ubisoft when everybody else pissed off on them. And all those YouTube videos were coming out saying, don't fucking play Valhalla. It's a piece of shit. It's bloated. It's repetitive. I still played it. I still enjoyed it. I still sat up all night playing it. The soundtrack and the graphics and the armor sets and the swords and all of it was just on point and beautiful and lovely. And then I zoomed out and I was like, I haven't made much of a dent in this game. And I've been playing it too. I've been on the grind. And I've got 10 regions to go. And I've already put 100 hours in. So I didn't quit on the game. I left it installed on my Xbox for literally like a year and a half. My plan was to go back and play it. Other things happen. You know, there are other fun games to play, other more rewarding games to play and enjoy. So I will play Assassin's Creed Shadows when it finally does drop, if they don't fucking delay it again. And we'll see what happens. I'm not a big fan of the two-person system. I don't like how one person specializes in one thing and like there's a heavy and a light. I really don't like that. It's similar to what they did in Syndicate, where they had the brother and sister, but that was more focused on, he was more of a bruiser. He could still do all of the same stuff that she could do, climbing, jumping, parkour, diving into, hay bales and stuff like that. Yasuke cannot jump into hay bale. He falls so heavily. He falls quick and hard, and when he hits the ground, he hurts himself. It's Assassin's Creed, man. Like, fucking come off it, dude. That is absolute bullshit. The main character can't land in the hay bale. He breaks the fucking... He's too big. He just breaks it. It's a load of shit. Should have made him a little smaller. Still could have made him a badass. Why do you have to be fucking 7 foot tall? It's just... there's so many fucking things, so many gripes that I have, because there's so many eyes on this Assassin's Creed, and they're all bad. Everyone's waiting for this game to fail. And unfortunately, I'm becoming one of those people too that's just like, I'm looking at the game and I gotta look away. I have to look away, dude. It's worrying me. It's like everybody at the Ubisoft studios has gotten really old and they forgot what games are, and they've just started making, things that are best marketable to... It's not even for a younger audience or a wider audience. You know what? I don't know who Assassin's Creed Shadows is for. Because it's not for us. It's not for the modern Assassin's Creed players. It is not for the classic the trilogy, the Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla fans. It is definitely not for the Mirage and the old school Altair, Ezio-esque Assassin's Creed fans. So, who the fuck is it for? And are we swapping out the classes every now and then? Because it's fucking that... I'm just so disappointed just by just hearing it, dude. You either got to be a big guy who goes in storming. Yasuke does not sneak. He just cuts heads off and he just swings that samurai sword around like a fucking idiot. And then you got Naru, whatever her name is. And she does all the sneaking, all of the assassinating, all of the hiding. None for him. She doesn't have any ability to... So all of the limb removal and stuff that you get to do with Yasuke, she has none of it. You don't get to have any fun with her, really. She's got a little hook sword thing that she swings around. Every single jump and dive that she does is a flip. She always includes a flip in it. It's like... It's just over the top. And the template, the Assassin's Creed template, if they don't switch it up in this one, and I mean switch it up, not this two-class fucking choose him, you're limited, choose her, you're limited. No, male, female, pick your poison, get in the game. Everyone's got the same skill. Everyone jumps and lands in the hay bales the same. Everyone can assassinate the same. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Like, why don't they just get somebody who's a general fan of Assassin's Creed off the street and ask them what their opinion is and how they could potentially fix their upcoming game? 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a right answer, because the people in the fucking Ubisoft offices are giving all the wrong ones. The people that are making the game, it's like their heart's not in it, or they've lost their way. Something... I don't want to talk too ill of the developers of Assassin's Creed, because I have a lot of respect for game developers and continuing every year to push out new and newer IPs, but fuck me, dude. Like, something's got to give. if this Assassin's Creed eats shit, we're not going to see another one for a really long time. And that's pretty heartbreaking, because this is an open world game. But now there's 2 characters to grind instead of 1. And if you play one, you're almost disabled because he can't even climb properly. We're all going to go for the girl, regardless of whether we want to be her or not. And I like to immerse myself in the games that I play. I am a male, so I like to play as a male. It's okay, I'll play as a fucking female. It's not that big a deal, but it is going to honestly break a bit of my immersion. It just is. I like to look at the back of a man's head and be like, I'm in there. That's my head in that fucking hood. I'm doing the assassinating. I like to get in there, but can't have it all, I guess. And it might be cool to cut some people's heads off for a few hours until the animations start repeating themselves and I begin to yawn.
This is where I'm going to end this episode. Cutting a little bit short, but episode 7, I have a surprise in store for you. It's a story time story, one of the oldies, one of the classics. I'm very, very, I'm proud to be posting this one. This is good. I've had this in my arsenal for quite a while. So stay tuned for that one. And let's put our hands together and pray for Ubisoft and hope that they come out the other side with a successful game, or at least a semi-successful game. All right, guys, take it easy.